Bethesda is an affluent city known for its upscale neighborhoods, fantastic schools, and proximity to the nation's capital. However, there are 9 things you should know before even considering moving here. Today I'm walking through the pros and the cons, the good and the bad. Make sure to stay to the end, as there are a few cons you'll definitely want to know about before considering Bethesda, and we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, playing, the good and the bad about Washington, D.C. and the surrounding suburbs like Bethesda, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications. You'll be the first one to know when I release new videos. My name is Brad. I'm a local real estate agent serving Maryland, D.C. and Northern Virginia. I've lived in all 3, so I love getting calls, text, emails every day, helping people choose the right city and neighborhood for them. So whether you're moving next week, next month, or next year, feel free to reach out or schedule a Zoom. My contact information is below. I will help you make a smooth move to Washington, D.C. The number one pro of Bethesda is its location. Bethesda is on the northwest border of DC. It has a population of 66,000 and it sits inside Montgomery County, which is the most populous county in Maryland with a little over 1 million residents. For many, Bethesda is an attractive choice if they work in the city but prefer to live in a more suburban environment. The relatively short commute allows for residents to enjoy suburban living while still easily accessing their workplace, the culture, the entertainment, and the professional opportunities in DC. Additionally, major highways like the Capitol Beltway, which is also known as I-495, give Bethesda access to Northern Virginia and Eastern Maryland. Then you have Wisconsin Avenue, which runs directly into DC all the way to Georgetown to the south. And to the north, it gives you access to North Bethesda, Rockville, and Gaithersburg. The Washington Metro Rail's Red Line provides access to DC or out to Rockville. To the east of Bethesda, you'll find the city of Silver Spring. It's another bustling urban area with entertainment options and shopping centers and cultural venues. One of my favorite music venues is there, the Fillmore. On the north side of Bethesda, you have access to other Maryland cities like Rockville, Gaithersburg, and most importantly, the I-270 technology corridor. To the south of Bethesda is the affluent neighborhood of Chevy Chase. It offers like more upscale residential areas as well as shopping and dining options. To the west of Bethesda is the upscale suburb of Potomac. It's known for its beautiful residential neighborhoods and affluent community. Bethesda is an extremely accessible city, and it's also easy to travel to other regional cities like Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York. And it's been voted one of the best places to live in Maryland, and to many, it's one of the most attractive and distinctive places as well. Pro number 2 is a strong, stable job market. Bethesda is home to the National Institute of Health, or NIH, the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, and several major research institutions. This has led to a strong presence of jobs in biotechnology, healthcare, medical research, and pharmaceuticals. Bethesda is also miles from the I-270 technology corridor, which is known for its concentrations of technology and biotechnology companies. And that area is ranked among the top 5 life science clusters in the US. Given its proximity to DC, many government agencies and contractors have a presence in Bethesda. This includes jobs related to federal agencies, defense contractors, and consulting firms. The technology sector has been growing as well, with a focus on IT services, software development, and cybersecurity. The financial and professional sector also has a significant presence. Other industries like banking, accounting, law firms, and consulting have a presence. Apart from the NIH, Bethesda is home to the National Library of Medicine, the Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences, which means opportunities in education, research, and academia. Real estate and property development have really been active in Bethesda. When you add in DC to that mix, there are tremendous opportunities in the government public sector, the third parties that support government international organizations, advocacy and lobbying, a significant legal sector, education and research, healthcare and biomedical research, media and communications, and of course technology and innovation. It's also worth noting that being the capital of the United States and a major hub for government-related activities, the job market in Washington, D.C. has historically been stable for most industries. Even back in the 2008 housing crash, this area was still relatively stable. At number 3 is another pro, and that is the schools. There are a variety of public and private schools offering education from preschool to high school levels. According to niche.com, Bethesda schools have an overall A+ rating, a B+ for diversity, and are rated excellent for families. Some of the most notable schools in the area include Bethesda Chevy Chase High School, which is known for its strong academic programs and extracurricular activities. Others include Walter Johnson High School, another respected public high school with a wide range of academic and extracurricular options. And there is Thomas W. Powell Middle School. Also, some of the most prestigious private schools in the country are located in Bethesda. The Landon School, a private college preparatory school for boys in grades 9 through 12. Actually, I think it's 3 through 12, with an approximate enrollment of 700 students. Then there is the Georgetown Prep School for boys. It's a Jesuit college prep school in North Bethesda for grades 3 through 12. It features a 93-acre campus and is the only Jesuit boarding school in the United States. Both of these schools have a strong academic and athletic reputation. My nephew just recently graduated from Landon and was a strong athlete there. And the Sidwell Friends School, a Quaker school, has educated the children of Presidents Obama, Roosevelt, Nixon, Clinton, among many others. Sidwell goes from pre-K through high school and is known for its rigorous academics and a diverse community. Then there's Holton Arms. It's an independent all-girls prep school for grades 3 through 12. Those are just a few examples, and there are many more public and private schools in Bethesda, each with its own strengths and area of focus. All these schools generally prioritize academic excellence. At number 4, another pro, Walkability. Bethesda ranks among the top cities in the nation with a walkability score of 97. That's according to walkscore.com. The downtown area of Bethesda, particularly around Bethesda Row and Woodmont Triangle, is known for walkability. There are a wide range of shops, restaurants, entertainment venues, and cultural attractions that are easily accessible by foot there. Sidewalks are well maintained, and they've done a good job with crosswalks, pedestrian signals, and many streets have designated pedestrian paths and bike lanes, which is cool. Another reason for the highly walkability score is public transportation, particularly the Washington Metro system. The Bethesda Metro station serves as a hub for the Red Line, which means it's easy to access DC or the whole area. There are over 90 other Metro rail stations throughout Maryland, DC, and Virginia. It's important to note that while downtown is highly walkable, some residential neighborhoods in Bethesda are not as walkable. As you can imagine, with larger homes and larger lots, it's not going to be as short of a walk to commercial areas. There are several parks and green spaces like Bethesda Row Park, Norwood Local Park, and Battery Lane. Bethesda also hosts various community events, farmers markets, and festivals that encourage residents to walk. One of my favorite things in Bethesda is the Capitol Crescent Trail, which runs from Bethesda Road directly into Georgetown. I love this trail for biking. It's a scenic, mostly wooded trail with very few intersections to interrupt your ride or your walk. By the way, the overall bike score in Bethesda is 85. So Bethesda, highly walkable and bikeable. At number 5 is another pro, culture and entertainment. Bethesda has excellent access to a vibrant cultural and entertainment scene in addition to the many things to do in DC, with theaters, galleries, live music venues, and annual festivals. You can attend a concert at the Strathmore, which is a gorgeous 2,000-seat state-of-the-art music hall, or there's the 400-seat Roundhouse Theater. There is Cabin John Park. It's a great spot for ice skating, hockey, a bonfire, barbecuing, hiking, and tennis. Bethesda Row, which you've heard me mention, is a very vibrant downtown district with a mix of shopping, dining, office, and residential. It's highly walkable. You can find sidewalk dining from fast casual to fine dining, to a movie theater, a good mix of national and boutique retail stores. If you're interested in golf, tennis, or social memberships, Bethesda is home to several country clubs, including Congressional Country Club and TPC Potomac at Avenel Farm. Congressional has hosted 5 major championships, including 3 US Opens and a PGA championship. It's a beautiful place to watch and to play golf. Avenel has been a regular on the PGA Tour, and they host the Booz Allen Classic. Or there's the Bethesda Art Walk, which is a monthly free art gallery stroll that takes place on the second Friday of each month. Also, this is not known so well, but if you're looking for a unique event, Bethesda is home to a half-a-mile indoor swimming pool. A half a mile. It's at the Naval Warfare Center. Typically the Navy uses it for testing. It's like a watery version of a wind tunnel. However, every other year they host a human-powered submarine race. I think it's called the title is the International Submarine Race. Over 20 high school teams from around the world compete. They build mini submarines that can only be powered by humans, no motors. It's a cool way to get high school students interested in science. And they all wear scuba gear, so it's pretty safe. Another big plus is Bethesda's access to DC's vast cultural and entertainment scene. Within a relatively short car or metro ride, residents have access to all that DC has to offer. There are many live music venues in DC, like the 930 Club or the Anthem or Capital One Arena. Washington hosts many festivals, the most popular being the Cherry Blossom Festival. There's a lot of cherry blossoms in DC, and they are gorgeous when they bloom. It's a huge event. DC's nightlife has a mix of bars, clubs, and even speakeasies. And there are 22 restaurants which have a Michelin star. There are many outdoor activities and recreation, like the National Mall with all the monuments, museums, and the green space. This is a very popular place for runners. That is, if you don't mind dodging the tourists. There are over 70 museums in DC, many of them free. Or there's Rock Creek Park, which is DC's version of Central Park. It has over 1,700 acres. They have horseback riding, concerts, picnicking, golfing, tennis, hiking, biking, boating. By the way, if you like professional tennis, the annual DC City Open plays at Rock Creek Park. We just went a few weeks ago. It's a really fun event with some serious players. DC is also home to professional sports like baseball, basketball, hockey, and soccer. The XFL Football League plays in DC. Those games are a lot of fun. The Washington Commanders play NFL games in Maryland, about 20 miles from Bethesda. The choice for entertainment and culture are almost limitless. I just barely touched the surface. At number 6 is another pro, transportation. We talked about the network of roads in the location section. When it comes to transportation, Bethesda has plenty of options. Interstate 495, a beltway, which is a major highway that circles the entire Washington metropolitan area. It runs right through Bethesda. Wisconsin Avenue is a key commercial route running north to south. It goes straight into DC. Also, Old Georgetown Road, which connects Bethesda with several nearby towns. The DC Metro's rail system, Red Line, and the future Purple Line serve the area with 4 stations. This gives you quick access to DC and to other stations throughout the area. The Metro bus and the ride-on bus systems also serve the area. While not directly in Bethesda, the MARC Trains Brunswick line serves nearby Garrett Park, providing commuter rail service to the area. You also can expect transportation costs to be 5% higher than the national average, which is not bad considering the area. Okay, let's talk about the cons of living in Bethesda. It's important that you know what to expect. Bethesda is not for everybody. Coming in at number 7 is the cost of living. Bethesda is an affluent city known for its upscale neighborhoods, great schools, and proximity to the nation's capital. This means the cost of living in Bethesda is relatively high. The overall cost of living is 15% higher than the state average and 40% higher than the national average. Utilities and food are about 10% higher. Healthcare is actually 15% lower. I mean, that's nice. General goods and services are approximately 12% higher. As it is with many cities here, it's the cost of housing that brings the cost of living up. Renting an apartment can be very expensive. Purchasing a 2-bedroom will cost on average $490,000. A 3-bedroom on average $868,000. A 4-bedroom $1.1 million, and 5-bedroom homes average right around $1.8 million. Though prices can vary greatly. For example, a 3-bedroom home has sold recently as low as $250,000 and as high as $3.5 million. 4 bedrooms have sold in the last year between $520,000 and $3.1 million. Single-family homes are prevalent in neighborhoods like Chevy Chase, Wood Acres, and Kenwood. And Bethesda has certainly more than its share of luxury homes. There are also upscale townhome communities and high-rise condominiums in downtown Bethesda and North Bethesda. And of course, home prices can vary widely based on size, location, and type. The market can be competitive, especially for well-priced properties in popular neighborhoods, and offers can move fast. So this is where a good agent can make a difference. Let's discuss another con, number 8, traffic. Traffic is a fact of life in the Washington area, and Bethesda is no different. Since it's a busy and very populated city, traffic can be a common issue, especially during peak commuting hours. The average commute in Bethesda is 29 minutes, although I want to make sure I put that in perspective. The national average is 27 minutes. Many residents of Bethesda commute to work in DC and nearby areas, so there is heavy traffic on the major routes during weekday mornings and evenings. Congestion can occur on the Beltway as well as nearby routes like Wisconsin Avenue, Old Georgetown Road, and Rockville Pike, which is also known as 355. Since COVID, many people are going into the office less, which has helped, but there are still plenty of cars on the road. You can take advantage of carpooling and van pooling, which means faster commute because they can take advantage of the HOV lanes on all the interstates. Also, I always recommend to my clients that they use Google Maps or Waze for driving any decent distance, even when they know where they're going. The real-time traffic data will help you navigate around major backups. It's definitely saved me many times. The Metro is the best alternative to driving, which allows you to do other things besides driving during your commute. So your commute is something you want to consider about Bethesda. Okay, another con, the weather. We do really experience all 4 seasons here. The winters average between 30 to 50 degrees. In the past several years, we've been averaging a little less than 14 inches of snow a year, which is of course spread out over several snowfalls. Most no more than a couple of inches though. Every 3 to 4 years, we do seem to have a large snowstorm that shuts things down for a day or two. The last big storm was in 2017. The area was closed for like 4 days, though most people had power. During the summer months, temperatures range from the 60s to the upper 80s. We do get days in the 90s, and with the high humidity, it can feel hotter, no doubt about it. July and parts of August, it's not fun. Though the early mornings and the evenings are bearable. Know this, spring and fall are beautiful with temperatures ranging from the 50s to the 70s, and there are plenty of outdoor dining spots and wineries and the Blue Ridge Mountains to take advantage of the beautiful weather. Okay, we talked about Bethesda's proximity to DC, its strong job market, the excellent schools, walkability, access to a wide selection of culture and entertainment, much more than I could touch on in one video. We talked about the cost of living, the traffic. We also talked about the many transportation options. All these add up to a high quality of life. I know you'll likely have questions. Reach out and ask. I love getting calls, texts, emails every day. I also love hearing about where you live and how it compares. My contact information is below. Or if you live here, did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out my other videos on Bethesda, especially the video tour, which will give you a better feel of the neighborhoods and the communities. I will see you on the next one.